Hello everyone, my name is Notepad and on Nightmare Games for fun. So what are we doing today? Of course we're going to be working on There's a Guild for That, a game about ganking the courier bot lane because you can't let them have fun. So what have we been doing today? Well, today we're going to be doing items. We're going to be doing items and probably start on or at least get as much done as possible with abilities. That's the plan. Do I know how far we'll get? I don't know. And we want to stretch. We gotta stretch. Do this in order. Stretch. Okay, three. Let's position myself in the correct. Oh, God almighty. That's not how my back's supposed to sound. 3, 2, 1. Oh, God. We are. Also, we have an ad. Let's run an ad. But yes, welcome to There's a Guild for That. I did do some work ahead of time. Quite a bit of work, actually. If we go down here, obviously, we kind of talked about combat styles earlier last time. Didn't quite get the perilous paths done, but have no fear. What I did end up doing is splitting up the actions into their own paragraphs to kind of describe them a little bit in more detail. While this still remains here, like you have a very basic way of doing it, but you have this up here. Now, two things that change slightly is right here. Pretty much for damage anyway, what happens if you have a crit or a fumble on an attack, you're actually going to add or remove 1d10 damage. If you fumble an attack, it's entirely possible you're going to do no damage because you're going to do maybe 7 minus 1d10 damage because you fumbled it. You're attacking someone who maybe is going a lot faster than you or is just genuinely fucking your day up. This also led to the change in guard. Guard changes a little bit. I made guard do double the AP you spend on it to use. So you can have... Oh god, there's something in my throat. A full guard, if you choose to do a full guard, you're actually going to increase your defense by 8. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 8 damage that you've managed to avoid. It's quite a bit. It's good for heroes that don't have a lot of defense naturally. Or heroes that don't naturally have some of that more defensive nature about them. This does lead to move. Move changed a little bit. I am like 80% sure I worded this correctly, and 20% pretty sure I fucked it up. So, effectively, what you can do, it's going to cost 1 AP to move into a new zone, and 1 AP to move in. It's pretty much 1 AP to move into a new zone. However, you're automatically going to take any effect that the zone has on it by virtue of entering it. When you enter a zone, if it's hazard rating 8, you're going to take 8 damage. If it's hazard rating 10, you're going to take 10 damage. If there's an AoE on there that gives you, the stun condition, you're going to take it. Unless you sprint. If you are sprinting, pretty much what you do is you spend 1 AP to enter that zone, and then you can spend 2 AP to move into the next zone without really stepping in that first one. The best way to think about this is let's say there's a place on fire, and you stand in it, you're going to take fire damage, you're going to move on to the next one. However, if you're sprinting, you step into the first zone, you spend 2 AP, and then you immediately go to the second zone without really stepping in the first one. It pretty much the idea behind it is that you are. I wanted to give players a little bit more authority when it came to being fucked over by the zones, because you can move relatively quickly, and if you want to just move across the map normally, you can just do 1 AP, 1 AP, 1 AP. But if you don't want to encounter a lava pit in the middle, or you want to do something like that, you could save a little bit of AP. You could pretty much save your ass a little bit to do something else, get around a problem, or out sprint past your issue. That's kind of the idea there. I think gives it a little bit of purpose. Ordering doesn't really change anything. Not really. I did put in this little note for other actions, which is you can pretty much invest AP in performing a bigger action. Let's say you need, it's like, oh, this is going to be a 5 AP thing to do, and you only have 2 AP. You can invest 2 AP into it, and then next turn spend the rest of the AP you need. The risk being, if you're knocked away or something happens that changes the situation, you've lost that AP. Easy enough to understand. The Purge action got a little bit of a change. And the Purge action got the change pretty much in the realm that anyone can purge on you and you can purge anyone else, but you can never do it on yourself. So let's say, hey, my ally has the bleeding condition, he is bleeding, I can run over to him and do a 2 AP and remove the bleeding condition from him. Just as much as an enemy can run over to me and try to remove my regeneration. The Purge action is, it's kind of a back and forth. You do have to make an attack so you can defend against it, which, hey, countering someone trying to purge is a pretty valid tactic. You're just making an opposed check, you go boom boom, and one of us falls over. Owie zowie my bodie wonies. But hey, if it goes through, you can do that. But you can also help people kind of it's cheaper than recovering. You kind of see down there. It's 1 AP cheaper than recovering, but you can't do it on yourself. So if you desperately need something, you have to rely on your friends there. Using items pretty much the same. As for reactions, block remains the same. Pretty much all block does is just add AP for a single piece of damage. It's 1 defense, 1 AP for blocking. It's not the most efficient use of AP, but it's like, hey, I'm going to take 5 damage. I don't want to take 5 damage. I'm going to burn 3 AP and take 2 damage instead. I do put in the little note in the bottom there, when fighting minion tier enemies, each minion's damage can be mitigated by spending 1 AP with the block reaction. Pretty much how I plan on doing minions is that minions aren't going to do jack shit unless but they are just going to do their thing at the end of the round. So if you have 3 minions on you, they're going to do like 3 damage against you. Like they're going to do like a little bit of damage each against you, but you can just spend block and just bang and just pop them off. That's pretty much the idea there. Countering is you're rolling your core attribute against their core attribute. Countering takes a lot of AP though. But if you succeed, you're going to actually beat them and do damage to them. So it's bang, blast you away. I'm countering someone, it's chambering, it's deflecting, or you're trying to hit them. That's kind of the idea with counter. That does lead to dodge, which dodge I changed to an opposed agility versus their core attribute. So if they want to make an attack at you, they're like, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to beat your fucking skull, and you can make an agility check to just dodge. You may say, oh, dodging is just by default the best, and I kind of put a note there being like, if your dodge is super high, you're going to be able to consistently dodge out of the way, but you're not completely eliminating the damage, if that makes sense. You can't dodge an explosive. You can't dodge somebody, doing like an AoE attack or some abilities. Like, yeah, you're going to get hit by those things. You just don't want to be in there. It's your ability to get the fuck out of the way. It gives those agile heroes something a little bit more to work with. But that does lead to Endure. Endure is different. I thought about putting it in, but I didn't quite know how to put it, how to word it. Effectively, this is an opposed strength versus their attribute check. So, hey, I want to take a swing at you and deal damage to you. If you make an Endure check, you're just having the damage I'm dealing. And mind you, this is all rounded down. So if I'm only going to do 2 damage to you, I'm going to do 1 damage. Or, hey, I'm doing 12 damage to you, I'm in fact just going to do 6 damage. But generally speaking, if you have good enough strength to opt to do this, you probably have good health. And if you have good health, you have good strength, you're able to kind of tank that damage a lot more. One of the ideas here is that, don't forget, you still are going to apply your defense to this. So if you have a defense of, let's say, 6, and you have damage that is 12, you're going to go down to just taking 1 health damage, because you're always going to take 1 damage from a successful attack anyway. So it's like, yeah, enduring allows you to really reduce the amount of damage you take. I'm not 100% sold yet on endure. I think the main reason I'm not 100% sold on it is that there's a few steps that go into it that might be a little bit confusing. But hey. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh god, got something in my throat. Great. But yeah, slip away, kind of this exact same. I did add a few new conditions. One of the conditions I actually added was drain, which is the character loses 1 essence at the end of the round until they recover. Which, getting drained is pretty bad, because it's, hey, I'm taking away your ability to get like bonuses to damage and things. I'm taking away your meta currency. Which, if you're a brick shithouse, that's not really going to be an issue for you. You don't care. He's like, oh no, you removed my 1 essence. What am I going to do? Not beat your skull in? It's like, oh, okay, I'm going to die now. While I also add in Hasten, which you just get plus 1 AP at the start of the round. And, where was it? And Rooted. You cannot move until they recover. Rooted isn't going to be a big thing until it's like, I have to move, but I can't move because I'm rooted. It's like, I'm not moving anymore, fug. Like, this is bad. Okay, and this leads us to trinkets. I kind of did a little thing on how trinkets work. The idea being, you're always going to have trinkets, and anytime you fuse the trinkets together, you're going to level both of the trinkets up. So that's one of the main things we're going to be doing today. So get ready for items. Yeah, items. Ooh. 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 Okay, so we are going to go all the way up to the top. And we're just going to put down notes about our various trinkets. We're just going to put down things that are vaguely important. What I mean by things that are vaguely important, we're going to just see what we can do. So, first things first. Immediately, locked traits. We can add a thing with locked traits. If anything, we can actually add something with like temporary traits. That could be kind of a cool addition, being like, as long as you have this trinket, you have this trait. Attribute bonuses. All right. Stat. We can do BAD. We can do our BAD. We have our defense. We have essence. We have health, and we have speed. All of those are important in their own right. Actually, we have health recovery. We do health recovery. That's important. Speed, skills. We can do anything with our skills. I think each of those kind of are valuable in their own right. Which, do we want to do something to our combat? I guess we can do something with our combat styles, which are going to be which is going to be our BAD. Which I don't think we need to do BAD. Maybe like range. Which is giving us access to a different combat style. That could be useful in itself. Abilities. We can do abilities by themselves. Abilities by themselves. That might be something we have to deal with a little bit later. So, let's do imbued power. We can probably do something with minions, question mark. We can do, let's see, we can do something with action points, maybe. Maybe give us a thing to recover, like an action point or two. We can do something with the battlefield. Maybe we can do something with zones. Consequences. You can probably do tied to certain actions. Like you get a plus this or plus that by virtue of having the correct trinket there. Conditions are probably going to be one. Okay, so here's our basic ones. So we are going to just go with our absolute simplest ones. So we're just going to call it the Sword Charm. It's going to be a passive effect. We're going to do +1 BAD, +2 BAD, +3 BAD. Description: increase the basic attack damage. Attack damage of the increase the basic attack damage of the hero for their basic attacks. Maybe let's size of this. Maybe we do 0.8. We do then 2. Alignment. Okay, so we want to do this one's pretty simple to understand, nothing too complex with you. We can do do it on ability attacks because we like ability attack for their ability attacks. Pretty much by virtue of having this, you're increasing any of your abilities damage by a little bit. Nothing too drastic, but hey. Locked traits. Recover two locked traits. Recover 3 locked traits. The hero recover locked traits under duress. Can be used a single time. Can be used single time every. Use single time every adventure. So, actually no. I don't even want to use. Ever since the invention of the earpiece, I can't tell if people are crazy or just talking to themselves. Most likely, if people aren't talking to themselves, I usually assume at this point that they're on an earpiece of some variety. Because if you don't, a lot of people are crazy, and you can't really view. Okay, so we got the recovery necklace. I mean, rings. So we've already got the recovery necklace. Temporary traits. Mm. Gain a temporary trait of the hero's choice when they take this trinket. Mm. Mm. And be triggered for crits. There we go. Pretty much it's like, hey, I have a temporary thing that lets me to do things, but you have to kind of define it. You have to be the one to choose what that is. Temporary traits, locked traits, attribute bonuses. So we want to do two to an attribute, gain +3 to an attribute. The gain a increase in attribute, actually increase an attribute for all judgments, not stats, by the list amount. So pretty much getting an attribute charm does not necessarily mean I have a +2, that means I get a +2 to my BAD, +2 to this, +2 to that. No. Getting a +2 strength charm means I have +2 to all my strength judgment. That's it, really. And pretty much how this works, just to kind of give everyone an idea of how items are going to be these are going to be working. Like level 1, I'm going to have a sword, let's say I have a sword charm and a like strength charm. Maybe not the, like, okay, cool. I've got +1 BAD and +1 strength. That's all I have. Later on, I can merge these together. Let's say I have a Berserker sword charm or whatever. That means it's going to be a level 2 item. I get +2 BAD and +2 strength anytime I'm using it. Right. So it's by far a better item, and it's taking up a bit less slots because you only have 6 slots to really do stuff in. That's one of the more indirect ways of like, yeah, you're boosting your power pretty consistently. You're just merging them together, but you can't really unmerge them. That's the other funny thing. So it's like, haha, I've tricked you. Actually, we can do booster. Game +3, game +2 to an attribute. For a scene. Increasing an attribute for an entire. Increasing an attribute for an entire scene. Can be used. Let's see. Can be used once every. Can be used. Rest. Go. Actually, BAD. We already kind of covered BAD. Actually, what we can do. Trigger to gain the bonus BAD to actually no. Crit on next attack. Crit on next 2 attacks. Crit on next 3. Actually, crit on next damage. crit on next two damage, 2 instances damage. Crit on the next 3 damage. Trigger to immediately trigger crit. A crit on the damage, on the damage roll. Trigger to immediately gain a crit on the damage roll. You're pretty much being able to add like a +1 d10. A little underwhelming, but it's like, yeah, you're adding +1 d10 to it. It's a pretty big deal. That's slightly. See, that's never a good thing when someone's like, I got my account on Discord banned. I'm like, why? And it's like, oh, it's because it thinks I'm 13. I'm like, that's worrying. Oh no, it's correct. Defense. Increase the defense of the hero. That's literally all it does. That's all the shield token does. We can do would be a what would be a good steel steel ring. This is going to be active. No. Steel ring is going to let you we can probably do something like this, which is like, yeah, you get just a bonus. Like, hey, you want to just do this actually. So gain +2 to defense for a scene. We're gonna do 369 instead. Trigger to gain a flat bonus to defense for the entire round. Usable every rest. There we go. Pretty easy to understand. Is there anything else for defense? Actually, I know what we can do. We can add in a do not take damage. Do not lock a trade after taking damage. Do not lock a trade after taking damage. When a hero takes damage at zero, actually during the, it would be when a hero takes damage during the vulnerable state, they will not lock a trait for the number of times it's stated. But note, level 1 is 1 time, level 2 is 2 times, and level 3 is 3 times. Pretty much a Savior Locket at rank 3 pretty much means you can take 3 free hits at the vulnerable state. You're not doing well, by the way, but you're just not gonna lock one of your traits, which is gonna bring you down permanently. It might allow you to limp home a little bit. That's gonna bring us to Essence. Gain +3 essence. Trigger once a rest to regain an amount of essence. Regain an amount of essence specified. Any overage of essence. Every overage of essence is lost at the end of the scene. So if you can only have a maximum essence of 2, and actually maximum essence of, let's say, like 4, for example, and you get 5 essence, you're going to lose that free essence at the end of the scene. So you want to use it, which we're going to call in trigger once the hero may draw upon the floating essence. The floating essence in the sigil. They draw upon the floating essence in the sigil. Instead of using their own, will increase, decreases, recovered rest. So it's kind of the idea of, like, if you have the Radiant Sigil, you having a little bit of floating essence that you can just use if need be. The big thing here is you can also pair it with other things. So it's like, hey, I have 2 floating essence, but also, gain a temporary trait for a day. That means, hey, I have a temporary trait that I can start using essence to do stuff with for my imbued skills and things like that. Little bit of thinking, a little think ahead. Don't think smart, think ahead. Health. Little bit awkward amount of health, but I don't want people just like stacking a healthy, like a bunch of these things. Actually, no, we can do 4, 8, 12, I think. 4, 8, 12. Let's see. Actually, medical medallion. Recover +3 HP. Health. Recover +3 health at battle's end. We do increase it by 2 each time, make it pretty linear. Recover +7. The hero increases the amount of health they recover. They recover at the end of the... Actually, we can probably do, if we increase it by 3, actually we increase it by 3 and then we go to 4. I think that's fit. So 3, 6, 4. A little bit of exponential growth there. Here's the amount of health they recover at the end of a battle. Because you're naturally going to recover your vitality. This is going to let you actually recover a lot more. But it's not going to be useful for you if you're just in a fight. You're just sitting there in a fight. It's not going to be as useful. So maybe that's going to be like a oof, owie, zowie. Actually, we can do doctor's needle. Add +4 health. Actually, heal 1d5. Heal 1d5 health. Heal 1d10 health. Heal 2d10 health. Once a rest, the hero can trigger the item, can trigger the trinket to regain a certain amount, which leads to speed. We're gonna do speed of boots. Speed of boots. Actually, we're going to do good boots. So no. Feathered boots. Feathered boots passive. +1 speed. 2 speed. +3 speed. The hero gains a flat bonus to all speed related judgments. Which we're going to then do the hero sacrifices 2 AP at the start of the combat to gain a flat amount of. Actually, it'd be, let's do sacrifices 3 AP at the start of a round. To gain a flat amount of. To gain a flat bonus to their initiative. Pretty much, if you trigger the zoom slippers, you can do them every round. At the start of every round, you are allowed to use it. But you have to burn 3 AP to do it. You're going to get +4, +8, or +12 initiative. That is just a flat value you're getting at the top of everything, which may put you first. You're only going to have 2 AP to do things, but you're acting first. I often do game jams occur. It's possible to make suggestions because an idea knockoff franchise never works sounds pretty sweet. The jams occur whenever I feel like they should occur. That's my secret. They happen when I find it is amusing. Yeah. Cut my nails last night. Delicious. Oh goodness. People are posting cringe. We don't really need... We already got some stuff for health recovery. We can do for skills. We can do, would be, +3 to skill judgments. Fucking spell +5 to skill judgments. The increase actually gain a bonus when performing a skill. When gain a bonus when performing a skill. When using a skill. There we go. Pretty easy to understand. We want to... Can't really think of anything. I don't really think we need to get anything too exciting when it comes to that. So combat styles. We want to add anything for... No, I don't think we should. Abilities. I don't think we should use anything with ability. Imbued powers. Do we want to do anything with imbued powers? No. Minions. We want to do actually, Rod of Command, +1 minion, we'll do, level ×3 minions, level ×4 minions, level ×5 minions. You can just get more fucking boys on your squad. Have no fear. Increase the number of minions the hero can command at once. Actually, 2.5 doesn't seem like a lot, but like if you're level 1, that's just going to put you down to effectively what's going to happen. You're just going to get 2 minions. It's going to be like normal. If you get to level 2, you can get 5. If you're level 3, you're getting 7 now. If you're going to be level like 5, you're ending up with 12 of them. It kind of it's a smaller bonus that you're getting more the more you use it. So it's like early on it's not going to be as much, but you're going to get something out of it. Action points. Action hat, of course. We're gonna recover 2 AP. Recover 3 AP. Recover 5 AP. Actually, recover 4 AP. Recover a certain recover action points. Recover action points in the heat of combat. Pretty much, if you use the action hat, it's going to cost you 1 AP to use it, so you're getting 1 AP back, 2 AP back, 3 AP back to do stuff with. But it's the action hat. That's kind of the idea. Heat of combat can be used once per combat. Go, action hat. Zones. Do we want to do anything with zones? I don't think we need to do anything with zones. Anything we want to do with action, particular action. Not really. Do we have any, let's see. Anything we want to do here? Actually, what we can do is we can do empowered, fear, hastened, aired. Lead wouldn't be poised. So if we can do something like that. So what we want to do is mm, 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 to empower 3 allies. That's correctly. Let's do empower 1 ally, empower 2 allies, empower 3 allies. The hero selects up to the amount of allies for them to gain the empowerment. The empowerment condition cannot be used on the stealth. Usable one best. Understand? Like, hey, everybody, rallied up. We're doing this. Fear all enemies in the zone. The hero. Actually, no. Fear. We'll do fear 3. Fear 3 enemies. Yeah, because fear actually says, yeah, you only recover 3 AP. It's like, yeah, you're just scary and people are afraid of you because that's what happens when you say, ooga booga, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I don't think hastened. We don't need hastened. Let's see. Impair an enemy in the same zone. Impair an enemy in any adjacent zone. Impair an enemy in any visible zone. Selects a target. Selects a target and inflicts the impaired condition on them. Pretty much impaired gives you fumble on all of your actions, so it's like, oh, I want to jump over this. You're impaired. You have a negative D10 on it. Hey, I want to attack you. You have a negative D10 on it unless you have a crit somewhere. So it's like, yeah, impair fucking sucks. Let's see. Usable once per. We'll do usable once per combat. So they have to use a recovery to get rid of it. I think that's fair. Bleed, serrated, dongle, serrated dongle. That's not a good word. What would be a good, like, serrated, Mm. Oh, I want to do mm. 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 Attack. Give their next attack if successful. If successful, the bleed condition. The bleed. It's it. Gives their next attack and if successful, the bleed condition. The bleed condition. So it's kind of like, hey, I have the serrated gauntlet. Well, actually, we can do usable once per. Usable once per. I think. You know what? We'll say once per round, because the entire idea is that you can do serrated gauntlet and then immediately try to inflict just bleed condition on people. That's the entire idea, but it's only the next attack you do. Only if it's successful that you're going to give them the bleed. Like, okay, I'm going to serrated gauntlet, I'm going to try to hit you, I'm going to inflict bleed on you. Because, like, the idea behind this as well, don't forget, like, one thing to note is, like, the idea as well is, like, these aren't really, like, defined names. They're supposed to be a little bit up in the air for you, the player, to kind of define what they are. I'm just kind of trying to give them names to be like, this is what they kind of are. But if you want to make the serrated gauntlet, like, I don't know, like a crazy ring or something you're wearing that dangles on your, you know, necklace or something, then go for it. Yeah. If you want to be like, oh, well, it's the arcane mark that lets me do that, then do it. I don't care. Have you ever heard of the hack of Dungeon World called Unlimited Dungeons? I've started reading it, but I think it may have a few answers on how to fix a few things of D&D. I tend to avoid everything related to Dungeon World because it's fucking PBTA, and it's written by Adam Koebel, because Adam Koebel is a sex pest and belongs on a cross, preferably nailed to it. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a funny little boy. I'm just a funny little man. I'm just a silly clown. That's unpin the hetero. Do here. Side note. Adding more. Add more trinkets. Add more trinkets as you the GM see fit. These are more immediate let's see, more immediate examples. But if you want to add a ring of flight, then go for it. Just make 3 quote tiers. Make 3 tiers as it's improved. Let's make 3 tiers as it's improved, and you're off to races. Yeah, kind of like, this is a little bit like, not every single item, but hopefully there's like enough items for you to do stuff with here. It's like, that's all you need to do to make an item, which is just define what it does and then make 3 tiers for it. As of right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There's 24 items. That's a good amount, and some of these are a little bit up in the air when it comes to like the attribute booster or attribute charms. That's kind of the idea there. So maybe technically this is this is technically 4 items, just as much as this is 4 items. This is multiple items right here. So it's like, yeah, you can do a little bit with it. Hopefully people like that. So next we're going to do baubles. Trinkets are going to go into baubles. Baubles are the rather large category of items, tools, and other various gear that may or may not be important to take heed of the potion section. Take heed of the potion section, allowing heroes to recover themselves in the midst of combat. Far easier than relying on healing abilities. Or the aftermath recovery. That's kind of the idea of, like, please take a note of those. Baubles are literally, to kind of give you an idea, baubles are everything else. So, and want to know what we want to do when we have a thing full of everything else? We go to the lexicon and we open up the big list of items and just use that. I wrote this damn thing once and I'm using it because fuck you. I can do whatever the hell I want. So medicine and tinctures. Ooh. One, two, three, four. We are not going to have this column. So, generally speaking, the blue vial, which is going to be heal 2d10, heal 2d10 health. Brown vial, which we are going to do heal. Actually, this is going to be increased defense by 3, increased defense by 5. Elixir of body, heal 4d10 health. Elixir of mind, regain a charge of an ability. Go. Gain the empowered and impaired. Actually, not impaired. Gain the empowered and impaired ability condition. No, we're gonna give them the There we go. Gain the empowered and drained condition. Potion of bodily rejuvenation. Roll a 1d10. Roll a 1d10. Even. Actually, no. We could probably cut the body up. Potion of bodily. Potion of cure body. Recover from. Recover from. Actually. Recover from poison. Recover from drained. So pretty much it's like, if you have a potion of cure body, actually no, we can do, it's cheaper to chug a potion right here. It's cheaper to chug a potion than use your AP wise, but you're using a potion. That's kind of the issue. Which we're going to do, regain a charge of a, We gain 1 essence. White vial, cure poison. Actually recover from poison. Warm juice. Gain the... Gain the hastened and impaired condition. And the yellow vial, what does the yellow vial do? The yellow vial, gain the regeneration, actually gain the fear and regeneration. There we go. Let me see, is there any other potions that we could work with? Any other potions that would be valuable? So we've got kind of like an iron skin potion. We've kind of got... let's check, everybody. League of Legends potion. What are the potions out there? Okay, we can do elixir of I know we can do a plus 10 actually, so to be and we do plus 10 BAD and impaired condition elixir of power we want to do regain all AP, regain all AP and gain the let's want to give them the drained and poison. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And gain the drained and regain all AP and gain the drained and poison. Because drain means you're going to lose essence. Poisoned is you're increasing the AP cost of all. Yeah, okay, actually, poison would be pretty bad. Actually, we can give him the fear condition. Drained and fear condition. It's not the best. You're just losing a lot of stuff there. Let's. I remember the crystalline flax, the elixir of brilliance. Here, Ignore all obscuring. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, fuck with people who are using the Oracle's extract. Just fuck with them. It'll be funny. There we go. Medicalos. We want to do food stuff and drinks. Just stuff. Literally, that's all this is. It's just stuff, the musical. It's not like, oh boy, this is essential equipment. No, not really. It's just things that are very handy to have, but not really manned in any capacity. None of this is really like super mandatory. I forgot I have to that, put a column to the right. So we do 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 8. Arrow quiver. Easily do this excuse to have a curious case and alternatives to D&D that are not Pathfinder or GURPS. You mean most of the OSR? There's quite a few OSR stuff that I've been debating on doing. It's also like, eh. Explosive compound when thrown. The zone gains a deal. Actually, a deal 2d10 as an area of effect. Area of effect. Effect attack. Lantern provide light source. Murky vial lights target. Thrown target is target gains the inflamed condition. Oil flask. Coats a weapon in poison. Next attack will inflict the poison condition. Purifying, remove hostile. Blinds target, inflicts the impaired condition on the target of thrown. A radiant soul stone. We don't really need that. Tinderbox, torch, traps. Let's see. Or some other good items. We just need OSR item. We'll just find just stuff. That's all we need. We just need stuff. Oh. Why don't we just use the RuneScape one? Toolbox. 'Cause yeah, we could do toolkit. Yeah, toolkit. Toolkit. A small container. It's called container with valuable tools. For crafts or workmanship. Fantasy RPGs that are not directly linked to D&D or dropped to the Dragon box. There's a few games. I do want to talk about Fantasy Craft. One day I will talk about Fantasy Craft because it's such a bizarre thing to like muse about. But like Fantasy Craft is one of those games like nobody talks about anymore. For a variety of reasons, mind you. Like a variety of reasons. But most notably it's just because it's kind of one of those odd games that nobody really remembers very well. I think the main reason no one really talks about Fantasy Craft, it wasn't from a really big company. It was from Green Ronin, I believe. And I'm not saying Green Ronin's bad, but it's like I think people don't know them as much as, say, like if it came from someone like Paizo, for example. People know Paizo. People know that company. So it's like, oh, they put out a new game. Cool. Because it's Paizo. We know they exist and we can now deal with them. Green Ronin's like one of those guys like, oh yeah, Green Ronin, they exist. Yeah, I remember them. And it's always that tragic thing, because I actually really like Green Ronin. They've done some pretty good stuff. But they never really end up doing too many things, if that makes sense. Not necessarily like, oh, they just don't do things. More along the lines of like they just don't do what you want them to do more. One day I should just make a giant list of fucking objects. Just stuff. And we just find more stuff. To put all the stuff together. And being like, this is it. This is every single item that I would ever need in every single possible situation. Because you never know when you're going to need just things. Not necessarily anything useful, just things. Actually, let's see. Usable items. Got anything exciting? No, not gonna think about it too. Okay. Equipment and baubles are pretty much done. I'll probably go back and like add some stuff there. We're going to make you a little bit prettier as that. Hello, me. Mo. Oh, I fight my enemies because I am. Okay. That brings us here. So we're in a good place right now with all the items technically done. We no longer have to think about the item. It's done and it cannot hurt longer. But I think it's time we start looking at abilities. And I've been putting this off till the bitter end because it is kind of going to be a big undertaking. But that's why we do things. Yeah. Delicious Kovefi. Oh, good. Let's think. How do we want to even approach this? How do we want to even do this? Okay, so heroes. So we're going to be exploration. We'll do exploration ability. Ability. No, we'll do ability design. Every ability in the guild for that. Every ability in there's a guild for that is built from a foundation and adding keywords to built from a foundation and adding keywords to that foundation. Built from a foundation, adding keywords to that foundation. A basic ability is a foundation plus keyword. It is a foundation and a single keyword. Basic ability is a foundation and a single keyword. When designing abilities, a single keyword. That keyword will modify the foundation when used. For example, for example, we want to do for example, when using the adaption keyword, for a skill check, using the adaption for a skill foundation, the hero will gain a +2. We'll gain a bonus. Well, actually, no, it'd be adaption. Keyword for a skill, the hero will gain. Actually, no. We'll do. The hero will reduce the target number. Will reduce the target number of the judgment by 1 step. We'll reduce the target number of the judgment by 1 step. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. More developed abilities may have multiple keywords. Strung together. For example, using the above example, a clarity. A clarity cutting. Would be another good one. Clarity cutting. Would be another one. Clarity cutting. Quickened. Using about a clarity cutting quickened skill check, skill judgment would not only reduce the target number, but also grant the hero a crit, as well as make the result go by faster. That's kind of the idea. You bring a bunch of keywords together. However, heroes cannot use abilities all the time. Each ability has a charge value, has a number of charges. Yeah, when use the ability, quote, consumes a charge. When you use the ability, consumes a charge. Requiring a good night's rest to recharge their abilities. Heroes can use a hero can use a essence to fully recharge, to regain the charges of an ability in the field, but they're also removing It's also removing their valuable essence. Their valuable essence. There we go. That's kind of the idea. It's like, hey, you can recharge, but everything is going to have a starting charge. Every ability starts with a charge of 1. The charge starts with a single charge. This is heading 2, so that means we're going to make you heading 3. Built from a foundation. So, exploration ability. Okay, exploration abilities. If we're going over here, what do we need to do for exploration abilities? Easy enough. Attribute bonuses. Not really BAD. Defense, we don't really need to worry about. Essence, we can maybe play around with a little bit there. Maybe not a lot, but we can play around with it. Okay, let's think about... We want to do just purely, mind you, purely. What are you really going to be doing? Let's call a spade a spade. What are you really going to be doing? I think we're going to be maybe mostly it's going to be skill. It's mostly going to be about skill. Skills and attributes. That's what we're going to be doing with this. So, skills. Oh, I fight my enemies, and that is what I'm paid to do. Yeah, so attributes and skills. Those are going to be our main thing. Attributes and skills are going to be our main thing for that. Right. Alright. So, exploration and so exploration skill. Exploration ability, I should say. An exploration ability is assists the hero in developing their ability, their talents outside of combat. This enables the hero to obstacles in their way. Let's see. This line enables hero to surpass obstacles in their way and clear problems are easier. Exploration abilities are primarily used during non-combat situations, forcing the heroes to gain small benefits and bonuses should they focus on what makes them unique. We're going to now highlight the main advantages of what are the foundations. What are our foundations for exploration? Foundations of exploration. Main one is going to be skill. It's going to be skill judgments, attribute judgments. That's pretty much it. Like there isn't a lot here because that's not really the point. Yeah, okay. Okay. Foundation. So we're gonna do here. We're gonna put this here. And 3, 1, 2, 3. Do boop. Actually, I don't even need that. I just need these two. So we're just going to do foundation, explanation. Foundation and explanation. Foundation. Ooh. Ooh wop. Skill judgment. We'll do attributes, stats, attributes, skills. Actually, attribute, skills, and imbued. Well, actually, we'll call it esoterica. There we go. Two. Make this a little bit smaller and slap it onto the left. Attributes. Attribute. Forming the core of the hero. Forming the core of the hero. Forming the core of the hero. Attribute judgments are some of the most common a hero can form. Skills are built around. Actually, no. No, we're gonna do something like this. I know how we're gonna. So skills are built around using foundation, skills, and esoterica. Skills are the expression of the hero's abilities in the field, allowing them to fully explain and highlight their unique features and power and heroic auras. That's kind of a weird way of wording that, but it's pretty much skills make you cool. Esoterica. Unique sets of abilities tied to traits and traits and power. Unique sets of abilities tied to traits and powers, allowing a hero to develop their personal repertoire of abilities, personal repertoire of these go 2 1 2 repertoire is a fun word to say. Oh, how do we want? Okay. Is the cursed existence of like trying to figure out the little fucking math that goes into this. Like, that's just like, how do I figure this out? Where is the math? Where is the money? Where's the money? Oh, didn't mean to click that. Oh, didn't mean to click that either. Stream. There we go. Aha! I've done it. I've clicked all the wrong buttons, and that's enabled me to completely fuck up the Twitch. So, we want to do... we do this way. So it's gonna look like if we go to... let's just start writing them down, I guess. So let's do adaption. We'll do like adaption. What does adaption do? Adaption's going to till the end of a session. Clarity. Clarity. When the skill is used, gain +1 MP. When reduce the target number by 1 step, which is going to do cunning, which cunning I already said grant the hero a crit on this judgment. Hero crit on this judgment, and quicken, which is going to lead us to quickened, which is time interval quicker to successfully use, or takes half as long as it normally would. Little shaky there, but it's kind of like the idea, like, hey, I want to build something. I say it's going to be a day. You use this ability. It's now going to take an hour. Now going to take up significantly less time. So let's just go down the list of here. What are we working with? Inspect. So reduce the target number by 1 step. So it's like, yeah, it's within your wheelhouse. Lore reduce. So cultured and inspect are pretty much one of the, actually we can probably change that to lore. Lore versus cultured. The idea is like, hey, this is something really tied to one of my traits. I'm going to get a bonus on it. But if it's not really tied to any, even like vaguely related to any of my traits, I'm going to get a bonus. I'm going to be able to go get a bonus to it because that's just who I am. So add the attribute value a second time. Let's think. Actually, focused. Remove a fumble from a judgment. Easy enough to assist. Assistance. Actually, what we would do, leader. All assistants. Let's see. Disarm. No. Heal. Invigorated. Recover. Actually, recover attribute. Attribute health if successful. If successful in the judgment. Oh, if an opposed judgment, give the opponent a fumble. Leverage. Expertise. Add a plus 1d. Add. Let's do. There'll be some good ones here. Actually, if using it, actually, enlightenment. If using a, let's see, if using a essence on, using an essence on this judgment. If using an essence on this judgment, regain. Roll a 1d10 on a even number. Do not consume the essence. Not consume the essence. Let's see. Let's see what else we got to work with here. Let's see what else we got to work with. We want to. Actually, what would be a good decisive. If used during a stressful scene, gain a plus 4 to the gain a plus 4 to the judgment. To the judge. Gain a plus 4 to the judgment. Plus 4 to the judgment. Lucky, better get lucky. If the hero fails this judgment, they may re-roll all of their dice, and take the better result. What do we want to do? Substitute. The hero may replace the skill. May replace the skill being actually may choose any skill. May choose any skill of their choice instead of the one. Actually, not how's that? Actually no. This ability allows the hero to use the tied skill in place of another skill. Nope, use it in place of another. It's substituting it out. Okay, so basic one. So clarity, easy enough to understand. Reduce target number by adaption. What is adaption? Adaption gives us all subsequent checks, all subsequent judgments. Cunning if people are talking. Apologies if I'm not responding. Man, the attribute value is second time. Add focused. All assistants. I know assistance rules Deadeye because I forgetting about it. When an assistant. This is probably not the most efficient way of doing this, but hey, that's what I do. This is weird. It feels like the nerd hobby subculture being sold out by jocks of corporate Hollywood. Less originality, intelligent Forrest Gump. He owns one of the most successful shrimp companies in the world. Generally speaking, nerd culture got super popular because a bunch of people decided they liked nerd culture. And because people really like nerd culture, it started making a lot of fucking money! And because it started making a shit ton of money, people started wanting to invest more into it. Because you have to invest more into it to make sure that it makes more money. It's, but to, the unfortunate reality of the matter is the people who really like making video games, for example, are not usually the best people at selling those video games. So what do you? You hire, you get, and you promote up the people who are best at selling those video games. And eventually what happens is those guys on top who don't really have the passion to sell, the passion for the video games, those are the guys making the shots because they're the ones with the who are being the most productive. It's like we could really. Here's the thing, we meme about Todd Howard a lot, like, oh, Todd Howard, ha ha ha, Skyrim for the 17th time. But Todd is actually, for lack of a better word, probably the best of the best when it comes to actually loving video games, just as much as he loves, loves making money. And there's a reason every single version of Skyrim that comes out at least tries to add something to it. It tries to incorporate something new, but he also knows that people are going to buy a new version of Skyrim because people really love Skyrim. And that's what he's making money on. That's what he's going to bank on. And that's why you have some things such as, you know, Fallout 4, for example. Fallout 4 didn't do too hot, and it got its 2 DLC, and nobody ever talked about it again. They're not going to remake, you know, fucking Fallout 4 anytime soon. But they might also, one of these days, they might remake Fallout 3, which would maybe be pretty good. Or they might remaster it or whatever. Like, but that's kind of the idea. Is the guys up top now are the guys who can make money from these things. We would really like to believe our cool hobby that's for the nerds are for the nerds, not for those stupid jocks. Yeah, but the secret of the matter is those jocks actually know what the fuck they're doing. And these Hollywood and these fucking stupid nerds don't. Like, truth be told, they don't. And they're not the ones selling things. It's the guys in nice suits selling shit. And there's a reason why, you know, video games are probably one of the highest grossing media things ever. There's a reason why, you know, people even in like the tabletop sphere have begun investing more and more into reliable, safe product. Because reliability and safe product makes money. I can bet you dimes $4. All of those people at Wizards of the Coast and the grunt line work probably would love to make something very unique and do something completely different. But I can tell you one thing, that won't fucking sell. None of it will. It will never sell. And every time they try, this is the funny thing, like every time they do try to do something that's completely out of the wall or whatever, it's usually received poorly. And it's not just, oh, well, this is just bad. No, it's just because that's what people think, oh, well, this is what we want to make, and it's bad. Because people see that. So that's the reason why. It's not like it's being stolen, it's just that the people who are making the money, the people who are actually making those more than hobbies, are the guys making money, not the ones who really give a shit about it, because why would you? Like, who the fuck really cares about all this nerd shit when we can make fat stacks, baby? Fat stacks! If you want another good non-nerdy example, it would be something like the crypto market. Because you've got people in the crypto sphere who started off with like an honest to God belief that crypto is going to change the world. Crypto is the thing that's going to change the entire world. That's going to be the thing. Then you've got people who are just greedy. You've got the people moving in who realize, hey, people will buy imaginary meme coin if I pump it. Like, hire about 4 or 5 good influencers, they'll pump a coin, we pull the coin, we all make a shit ton of money, and everyone's happy. Boom, 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 we made a shit ton of money, good job, team. It's like, and it kind of ruins it for everybody else, but they're the ones making the most amount of money. I can guarantee you, a lot of those like crypto investors be like, yeah, I've got a shit ton of money in crypto, and I'm super cool because I got a bunch of money in crypto or whatever. It's like, yeah, and half those guys probably lost their ass a little bit when FTX went down, when SafeMoon died, when a couple of these things died. It's like they probably a couple of these guys lost their ass because it was the guys who were really smart who pulled out early. That's kind of the issue with it. So if you ever wanna know why, it's money, because it's always money. Always remember that. The world is funded by money. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. You will be happier to realize, you will be a happier person in life if you realize that that's the only thing that matters. Or you end up in the tabletop sphere, which is just there's no money at all, and everyone's like, oh god, why is there no money? No, no, no. Okay, so substitute. out. Ability allows the hero to do that. We pin the header row. We that. Unpin. Okay, so we select all of you. We boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so skill or expression here. Abilities. First step. The first step in creating an exploration ability. Ability is to define the skill or imbued page XX or imbued power that the hero wishes to employ. For example, selecting the finesse, selecting the knowledge. Selecting the knowledge skill. Wow. Selecting the knowledge skill or the cryomancers. And the cryomancer's aura as for example, selecting the knowledge skill. Selecting the knowledge skill as we want to highlight an expressive and intelligent scholar of the age. Next, the hero will select one keyword. We'll select one key. How many are you working? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. If we had 18, we could split it up into two things of 9. Do we have anything to work with? So we do 1, 2, 9. Delete 9 rows. We here. 2, 8. Down to 1. Go down to 1.5, 1.5, 65. U 1.65. I said 1.65. Can we bump you up further? Let's go to 7.5. Let's go to 7. Let's actually go to 2. Can we afford to go to 2? I think we can. 2. Boom, baby. Still a little. Still a little over. And I clean up some of the wording. Let's see if we bring you down to 5. Can we fit everything? No. Can we bring everything down if we go to 2? Oh, okay. We need ability allows here to use skill. Use the skill in place of another. If even, do not consume the essence. All. One assist. Who's People want me to murk people. It just makes me feel that I work for money, and I didn't come to tabletop games to make money. I came here to play. Due to my countless nighttime jobs, I've been a little too comfortable being in liminal spaces. I even now grew up next to a small bamboo forest that was eating dead cars. The fuck? It's what I mean by that, Solid. What I'm talking about when I say that you're quote jocks end quote stealing your hobby. What's occurring there is people want to make money, and that's whose job it is. Their job is to make money in this godforsaken industry. Nothing's really changing the way that you can do things. That's the beautiful thing about tabletop games. No one can really stop you from just playing whatever you want to play. Exact opposite. It's really hard to make you not do that. No part of this beautiful hobby of ours has something like a DRM, really. Outside of people really trying to do that. And it's just a lot of people in the industry damn well know they want to get as much money as possible out of you. And that's why they want you to buy the next cool thing, buy this expansion book, buy this expansion book, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy access to our VTT, buy access to this, make sure to buy this, no, get to buy that. That's what they want to do. Come on. Money is all that matters. Let's I see. What would be put you down there is the opposite. If used during a calm scene, gain a +4 to the judgment. No. Exactly 9. We'll select one key. Next, the hero will select one keyword. Next, the hero will select one keyword. Congratulations. So we say the hero has congratulations, the hero has their first exploration exploration ability. Make sure to mark down a single charge. Make sure to mark down a single charge. Mark down the charge. Make sure to mark down the charge and go about. And and prepare themselves for the adventure. If the hero wants more keywords to begin with, they are free to select one deviant keyword. These deviancies, they are free to select one keyword. Deviancies reflect problems or problems that erupt around the ability. Deviancies reflect problems that erupt around the ability. These for exploration abilities. These are inexorably Gotta leave a comment. Gotta talk to someone, because I'm going to get. So how's the commission going? We got done with items. All items are pretty much done. Right now I'm just working on abilities. Abilities is just, we got a lot of abilities to kind of hammer out. I know I'm not going to get them done tonight, but it went from we're having nothing to having something. And to me, that is good enough for me. And both here 10. Yes, I can. There we go. Yeah, this is like a basic exploration ability. Would be saying, hey, I have knowledge. Relaxed. That means I just get a I get a pretty good bonus to that. I get a +4, which, you know what, we can probably bump that up to a plus, you know what, keep a +4. It's like, yeah, I get a +4 to something, and that's nothing to shake a fist at. Like, that's something to say, hey, this is actually a pretty good amount. It's something to work with here. We're gaming, as the heroes may say, we are as they say. Right now I just need to do these for exploration. These are for exploration abilities. These are often tied to the situation at hand. These are often tied to the situation at hand, forcing the when, where, and how the ability may be used. Oh, congratulations! The hero has their first ability. Telephone. Yeah, so we need to now just get... I don't think we're going to have as many. I don't think we really need as many deviancies. So let's see what are some deviancies. So actually, let's look at like just a penalty here. We can do loner. I think loner would. We can do loner with the idea being that the hero contributes nothing when assisting others. Let's see. The hero cannot receive assistance. Not receive assistance for the judgment, and if they contribute and they not receive assistance for the judgment of ability. Judgment not receive assistance for this judgment, which is a little bit of a cop out, but it's like, yeah, you can't actually get help on it. You are going to be doing this alone. Let's do what would be doing it roundabout? What would be a good way of saying like roundabout? Like, what's a roundabout way of doing things? It's obtruse. Not obtruse, obtuse. Obtruse, increase the target number. Increase the TN by 1 step. Alright, let's see. Stand. If the hero does not have any traits associated with it, and mind you, 2 steps are actually pretty bad in this game, because it goes from, because it might be like, oh, average, it goes up to tough, but it's like, yeah, you raised it by 6. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but yeah, that's still, 6 more. It's like, yeah, these things are bad. Okay, so what actually, let's do it by 1 step for obtruse, but Outlander, now profane. So it's kind of like, yeah, this is completely within your wheelhouse, and you damn well know you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. Let's see. What's be the opposite of cunning? Cunning, antonym. Not dim. It would be, cunning means like you're getting a crit on it, like you know exactly what you gotta do. You're getting a fumble on this judgment, but it's like, yeah, you just gain a fumble. That's all that happens. Doesn't seem like a lot, but we can make it work. Hero must spend an essence ability. And he handicapped. Handicapped, the hero does not add their attribute value. Does not add their attribute value to the judgment. If in opposed judgment, give the opponent a crit. Stressful. Lose attribute health if successful in the judgment. But yeah, it's like you're kind of, it's like whatever you're doing is really stressing you the fuck out. If the hero succeeds, re-roll any die above 7 and keep the lower result. So I should say re-roll any die above 7 and keep. So it's kind of like, hey, you're doubting yourself if you're doing this because you're just second guessing. That's who you are, which we're going to require. What would be some other good ones? They would be or some other conditions that could morning, it'd be actually be dawn. It would be dawn, midday, dusk, midnight. Can only be used at certain times a day. Dawn, dusk, dawn, midday, dusk, or midnight. So you have to be at a certain time. Let's see. What else do we have? Hyper focus. Excluding minions. So they can still have their minions, like they have to be alone. They do not feel comfortable being around other people. Oof. Let's see. Actually, technically, bravado. The hero must show off. Must show off to their allies or enemies. And must be within a crowd to successfully use the ability, as well as be as unstealthy as possible. Taking a -6 if there is not a crowd to appreciate, excluding minions. Yeah. So the main idea is, hey, you need to have a group of people actually like watch you do things. Like, oh, that doesn't seem like a very big issue. It's like, yeah, until the microsecond you are alone and now you're in like a really kind of bad place. It's like, I don't really want to be here. Abstruse. Outlander. You're not welcome here, Outlander. I want to be welcome here. I don't want to go to Morrowind. Morrowind's scary. I don't want to go to Morrowind. Actually, can do. I thought of one, but not really gonna do it. I don't think it's super appropriate because I haven't made a note about it elsewhere about needing certain tools, so I'm not going to make a note of it now, being like, you don't need the tools for this now. Yeah, stressful is probably like one of the most damning ones, because it's like, yeah, you're just gonna lose health whether or not you. And it's like, yep, congratulations, you're just losing shit for doing this. But it is probably the most reliable that you damn well know what's going on with it. Not touching anything when in regards to locking. I don't believe we should lock traits except when absolutely need to. Fifth. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 is. Whoop. Then header row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Womp. Boo womp. Okay, so as unstealthy B as well as being possible. Taking if there is not a crowd, minions. Got our deviancies, we've got our got all our skills here, so cool. All right. Mm. Hero wants actually, if hero wants an additional keyword, they will select a deviant. They'll select a deviancy. Deviant ability for exploration. Abilities oftentimes situated, forcing the when, where, and how the ability may be used. Righty then. So we do this. That's how we're going to be making those. Next, we have to do combat ability. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it here for tonight because it's 11 o'clock. I'm very tired. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hammer out this weekend, hopefully, all of the combat abilities. If we don't, what we will do is we'll do a Notepad Must Die on Monday. But we did pretty solid when it's where we are currently. We are in a good place. If things go according to plan, we will be able to get everything done on Monday. Generally speaking, we are done with this. We are just in this phase. Advancement will not take long. Enemies, I know kind of how enemies are going to act. They're going to be a little bit wonky, but they can do it. So the goal is, I'm going to try to get as much combat stuff done on Monday as probably on Sunday. Probably Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to try to get as much of that done as possible. I'm pretty confident I can do it. Pretty confident. But yeah, Monday we will attempt to finish it. We may go into Wednesday depending on how well Monday goes. I don't want to go into Wednesday, but if it does happen, it happens. I'm fine with it. Thank you all for watching. My name is Notepad Idon. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Godspeed, good luck, and I will see you all tomorrow at hopefully noon EST. So yeah, Godspeed, good luck.